Well, good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday to you all, and hope you guys, your week is going well. Let's take a peek and see where we're at. All right, let's look at the SPY. Today is definitely a green day. Fed meeting later this afternoon, probably another interest rate cut, and that should be good news, definitely for the small caps and whatnot, but for the market overall. S&P is still looking a little bit oversold, so I anticipate a little bit of a bump coming here shortly. But let's take a look at the positions we've got going on. Okay, so Intel, we still have Intel going here. We are down on that position now. Intel is currently going at 2034, just below where we bought it. So we're down almost 1% on that. So Mara's doing good. We're up a few bucks on that. That one expires the end of next week. We'll see whether we get some Mara or whether we keep the premiums and just try again. Silver, we're in the money on. So silver, we wanted to get in, or we're at least now, I was interested in collecting the premium, wouldn't mind getting into the silver trust for sure, but we are in the money there. It's 27.50 is where that put was sold, currently 27.46. So barely in the money, but we're in the money. That one expires on Friday. So that one's touch and go. We'll see what happens. We'll either get it and have a position, or we'll just try again. Let's see, T. So AT&T, again, not a whole lot going on there. That put us for January 3rd, 22.50, and currently down $6 on that. So where's that? 22.50 was the mark we were looking at on that, which would be just above the lower Bollinger. So that's playing out just as I was thinking. So either we get it or we try again. That's how the wheel strategy goes. So we either get to keep the premium or we get the position. Excuse me. Still getting over that bug I had last week. But I did add a couple of positions, or not positions, a couple more tickers to the watch list here in the under $20 range or around $20 range. Gold. So we got silver. Why not have gold? When the market's up on a green day, precious metals are usually a little bit lower. So and vice versa. So we'll have a silver position here probably Friday. Wouldn't hurt to have a gold position. What is that looking at? Or what's it looking like? Okay, gold is definitely right at the bottom Bollinger Band. Let's look a little longer term history here for a full year. Steady trend up. Fell off a cliff here right around election time because the market's up, gold is down. Not a bad time to get in and start building a little bit of a position, if you ask me. May stay stagnant for a while if the market continues to boom, but stagnant is okay when you're selling premiums. We can continue to sell puts, make money. We get in the stock, we sell calls, make money. If the underlying isn't making any massive changes, we just continue to make money. And gold is also a decent hedge in case the market goes down if we get a position in it. So that is enticing. Let's take a look at, I believe I also added Sony. Sony just kind of bobbing along here. Definitely been coming up since early part of the year. Kind of choppy, but definitely an upward trend. Was just riding the high line, top line of the Bollinger Band, just pulled back. I'm just going to watch it. I would definitely want to get, just looking at this 1 year chart here, I wouldn't mind getting in around the $18 to $19 mark, but we're still quite a ways away from that. But I wanted to put that on the list just to take a peek on a regular basis. Today, I think for the most part, we're just going to go quick and simple. Let's see what gold here has for premiums on the trade. Let's start with this Friday. All right, so, well, we can make $4 there. That's not terribly appealing. Let's take a peek next week. Well, next week we can make a whole $10. That's also not terribly appealing. So let's see. January 3rd, we got 2 more weeklies before we get into a full monthly. $18. That's definitely more appealing than 4, but not terribly enticing. January 10th, hey, we can get a whole quarter. Again, not great, not bad. Where do we get with the monthly in January? Oh, that's interesting. The monthly in January is only $22. Oh, because it doesn't have a 1550 here. Okay, so you got to go all the way down to the 22. We can't even get a 30 delta in here. All right, not exciting, but let's let's look at that chart. Where's that bottom Bollinger Band reading? 1593. Okay. Upper Bollinger Band is around 1830. That is a $3.30 move if it happens. And how frequently does this go back and forth from bottom band to top band? Let me get rid of this. There we go. Okay, so, well, touched bottom band, touched again, and it took a couple months to raise up. Touched here, June, late July, 2 months. This was a quick one, about a month. Rode high and steady there, fell off. This is our double dip down here, so not that things necessarily repeat themselves, but we had a come off the high, come down, rode the bottom Bollinger for a little bit, consolidated, drop down, hit the bottom Bollinger again. We're going to drop down, consolidation, fall down, hit the bottom Bollinger again here. If things were repeating, and it's kind of interesting, it's not too far off the price range. We could get this. Let's just say if we had a 2-month return to get back up near peaks, top of the Bollinger Band, we already said it's $3.30. Let's say we collect a little premium getting into this. Say we can get in at the 1550, and at that point you probably got at least $3 up. So $3 divided by 15.5, that'd be a 20% return in 2 months' time, if that were to play out like that. And none of us have the ability to predict like that, but just throwing things around in my head. Like I said, this is not an educational thing. I'm not a professional. I'm really just talking out loud through my thought processes while I'm looking at the charts and considering trades. So let's see here, 1593. Let's take a peek at, I want to say the January 10th had a 15.5, 26 cents. Ask is a 28, so the mid would be a 27. And let's see. So if we do get in the money on that, we pay 15.50, we're going to have a little bit of padding all the way down to the 15.25 range. That would allow for a full $3, 20% increase here to ride it to the top and probably sell a couple of premiums along the way. Could be a decent return on the money. I know $26, $27 doesn't sound like a whole lot, but keep stacking those little pieces while the underlying is appreciating at the same time, could be a good thing. So let's just see if we can't get in there. Buying power affected is 275.22. Okay, that order's working. And let that sit for a minute while we peek around at some of our other favorites. Kind of disappointed in myself for making that trade without going right down the list and looking at the rest. So we've already looked at Intel, we've looked at AT&T, we've looked at Mara. Did we look at the chart on Mara? Let's take a peek here. Okay, that did come down just below the middle line, and we're in a consolidation, and it'll either come down and touch the bottom, or it'll go up and touch the top. Those are kind of the options. It's going to keep consolidating, or it's going to go down, or it's going to go up. It's not rocket science, but it's also not predictable. Okay, Carnival. What is that looking like? Okay, Carnival's came back, touched the middle line here in the last day or two. Would not maybe have been a bad time to get in, but we didn't. Let's just look at some premiums on Carnival real quick here. Start with next week. Oh, that's why we didn't get involved in that. Okay, so earnings has yet to take place, I believe, or not entirely sure. Let's see in the news. All right, what to watch? All right, we're just not going to mess with Carnival right now just because it's still an earnings play. I could go Google when it was, but it's just not worth that. We have other things we can be interested in here. Pfizer. Oh man, this is one I was watching. I didn't get in, and looks like it started to make a move yesterday, following through today a little bit here. What do we have going on possibly for Pfizer? What's that bottom Bollinger 25? Okay. Oh, 4 cents. That's just for next week. Dividends coming up here middle to end of January. January 3rd, 25's $8. What's the monthly? 25, 21 cents. That may not be terrible. Sell that premium. Hoping it skips back down before it takes off. If not, we just keep the premium. What? January 17th, $21 premium, 21.24. Split the difference, say 23, 22. Not exciting premiums, but again, little bits and pieces if I just happen to get down under there. And this is one I just want to get a position in. So I should possibly even consider the 26. Let's do that. Let's do 26. Let's try to be greedy for a minute. See if we can get 50 cents. It's not quite down to the ask, but we're up to the ask. Let's try that. And working. Let's go back to the gold. Let's replace this order. Unlock at 26 is the mid. Review send. That filled at the 26. Okay. So we now have a put in gold. And let's go back. All right. Pfizer didn't fill quickly there. Let's, what is it? 47 is what it's saying. Let's go to the 48. That seems to be the mid. There we go. Two new positions. Let's see here. So today we entered into gold, January 10th, expiration date for 1550. And we're entering into Pfizer, January 17th. That's the normal monthly expirations for $26, and we'll see what happens there. I will get these entered into the spreadsheet. I'm going to have to go back and look at the buying power effect. So gold is January 10th at 1550. Let's see. Drag this here. Gold. Gold. Okay, we opened that today. Sold a put. Expiring January 10th. Strike price 1550. One. I forgot what we did for that. Gold, we got 26 cents. 1.13, buying power effect. I said it before, but I forgot it. I'll go back and look at the tape on that. And let's do duplicate and drag it down to the end. We got that PFE position. And let's see, Pfizer opens today, sold a put, expiration of January 17th on that one, strike price 26, one put, 0.48 we got on that. Okay, and two new positions entered. And I'm just quickly looking, and I'm pushing into margin at this point in time. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 positions. 5 was where I wanted to be. That would keep me out of margin. Going one into margin is not the end of the world because one of these will probably be coming off here on Friday. So, all right, that's it for today. I appreciate you all watching, and good luck in the markets, guys, and keep those comments coming, suggestions. Yeah, I'm really enjoying the interaction and appreciate y'all.